Hello everybody, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to our subscribers, whether you're a long-term subscriber or a new subscriber. Lovely to have you with us. Well, today we're going to be carrying on with our mini-series of making our own tools. And today we're going to be making a pokey tool, similar to this, but I'm not going to be adding the dangly bits because, to be honest, the rattling drives me mad when I'm using it. So we're going to be making something similar to this, using very, very similar products. And I'm going to show you an easy way of doing it and obviously how we can use it, which is we can use this to poke holes in the centres of our flowers. We can use them as we normally would to get out the little bits from our die cuts. So let's get on with it. I'm just going to put this to one side so it doesn't rattle because, as I say, that will drive me nuts. So we're going to start with an ordinary barbecue stick. And what I'm going to do, because my beads are quite wide, or the holes of my beads are quite wide, I'm going to take a piece or a tiny strip or a small strip, about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches, something like that, of sticky tape. Oh, sorry about that. So I've got some sticky tape and I'm just going to roll it round so that when we put, do you know what, I'm going to put a tiny bit more. So this is just one of these little reels that I've got on my desk. So I think I must have my camera in a slightly different place because I'm almost leaning over double to reach the camera, but never mind, we'll get there. So we're going to roll that round like that. If you want it a bit closer to your tip, that's fine. So now what we're going to do, I've got my glue gun heating up quite nicely just to the side of me. And what we're going to do to start with, we're not going to use a glue gun for every single bead, that's not necessary. But I've got my beads, I've got coloured beads. Obviously, if you're doing the same colour throughout, you don't need to do this. You don't need to line them up, but I've got mine lined up. So I'm just going to put, oh yes, that's lovely and sticky and gooey. Wonderful. So we'll just take that out. Now, as I say, I've already got mine in order. Now, if I get them out of order, I am not going to stress about it. So all we're going to do, we're going to pull that over like that. If I do that, then you can see what I'm doing. Push that down as far as it will go. I think I've put too much tape on, but the good news about that is it won't come off. So we don't need that bit of glue there. So we're just going to pop that off like that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So if you do find you've been a bit adventurous with your glue or a bit enthusiastic, just pop it off, no problem. So now I've got my order sorted out. So we're just going to carry on. If I put that down like that, and we're going to thread them. I've got a sequence of yellow or gold, pink, blue and green. And after each set, I'm just going to run a bead of glue just to hold each set into place. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue around there, not too much, otherwise it goes all gooey. Oops. And if you're on a shiny surface, it does tend to fly away or roll away. So there we go. So gold, we're going to do this together in real time because it's quite good fun watching it build up. Now you can do this as long, you can have your pokey tool or piercing tool as long as you like, or whichever length you like, I should say. So we won't cut it off until we've decided how long we want our tool to be. So we'll just put another blob of glue around there and we'll start the sequence again. So we're going to pop that in there like that. Just hold it for a second or two to give it a chance to grab. So it is quite good fun watching this build up. Get on. That's the trouble when you've got something that's long, it doesn't always go on straight away. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it like this. Like that, like that. So it really doesn't matter how long you make your tool. You can have it the full length if you want to, but we probably won't go that far today. So I'll do 1, maybe 2 more rounds and see how we go from there. So we're going to put another one on there, another one on there. So we just carry on building it up until we've got the length that we want. And I will probably do one more round, one more sequence. So just pop some glue on to keep the thing together, and we'll pop another round on. So 1, 2, whoops, oh, I thought that had come off again. 3, 4, and what I will do actually, I'm going to put one more round of glue, and I'm going to end with the same colour that I started with. So I'm just going to pop one more gold on, just so that it all balances out nicely. I'm just going to wipe out any extra glue, but it'll peel off anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. And then once you've got your pokey tool as long as you want it, you could wrap some washi tape round here, you could add some string or some twine, and you could make it dangly if you want to. All you'd need to do is use your twine. You can use embroidery thread, you can use ordinary gardening twine, any twine you've got, even ordinary string, and thread your beads on. But I've done that with my other one, and the jangling sometimes drives you wild. Well, it does me. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is, because I've already got my beads thread this time, so I'm trying to get the glue strings off of my fingers because I'm absolutely covered. I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Usually I would just snap this off, but because we've got glue and we've got beads, I'm going to take it just above. In fact, I'm going to take it a little bit higher. Hold it when you're doing this, hold it just above the last bead you put on. And that's just flown straight across the room. So what we could do, if you don't like that end, what we could do is simply carry on and put another few beads on. So maybe one, what was after pink, green. And we'll put one more bead of glue, and we'll put another gold on. I have got some over here. So we'll just fill what you do. Once you've cut off the end, you just really fill it up. You just fill up your stick, or put a dangly bit on if you want to do it that way. But okay, I've got a tiny bit sticking out, but you know what? I'm going to live with that. So once you've finished your pokey tool, you can use that for poking bits out of your dies. You can use it for poking holes in the centre of your flowers. You can use it for scoring, paper piercing, whatever you like. So there you go, a very pretty and a very easy pokey tool. And when you come back on Friday, we will be making a spatula. And the spatula that we'll be making will, not with these papers, but will look something like this. Only a lot tidier, because I've used mine a lot and it's a bit shabby by now, but that's all right, it's because I use it a lot. So when you come back on Friday, we will be concluding this mini-series by making a spatula. So we could have gone further and made our own rulers and things like that, but apart from mad people like me, I don't suppose many people would want to. But we will be making a spatula in our next project, which will be on Friday. So I hope you enjoy making this. If you do make your own pokey tools, even if you have a different way of making a pokey tool, that's absolutely fine. Do come along and join us in Crafty Capers with Dawn and show us how you make things, so we can all learn and have fun together. And I will see you on Friday. So enjoy the rest of the week, and in the meantime, take care everybody, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.